Hey there, welcome. My name is Jamie, and I'm going to talk to you about sleep. But before we get started today, before we talk about this sleep, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video so that you get the first up to date videos for how to improve your health and wellness in a real way that is going to create lasting change, not the yo yo effect. So, how do we get enough sleep? How do we know we're getting enough sleep? Sleep is one of the most underutilized, important things that we can do to improve our health and wellness right now. And most people are not getting enough sleep. Common symptoms of sleep deprivation include grogginess, fatigue throughout the day. You might be gaining some weight, have some insatiable cravings, looking for those munchies throughout the day. You also may be feeling extra irritable, very struggling to focus, feeling irritated. Your moods are kind of all over the place. These are all common symptoms of sleep deprivation. And when we think sleep deprivation, I'm not talking like an hour or two a night. I'm talking getting less than 7 hours of sleep. The recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep is really a general rule for the majority of the population. People think, well, I don't have to sleep that much. I don't need as much sleep as other people. And the truth is that statistically, only about 1% of the population can function on less than 7 hours of sleep optimally. Now, you may be wondering, why is that so important? Drowsy driving causes more fatalities than drunk driving and other car accidents. Drowsy driving is extremely dangerous because instead of drunk driving, where your reactions are slowed, drowsy driving, your functions are turned off, making it much more dangerous. And the other reasons, aside from the dangers of driving while you're sleepy, include an increased risk of heart attack, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, weight gain, uncontrolled levels of stress and cortisol in your body and system. Making sure you get adequate sleep is not only important for your ability to focus and stay productive at work and in life and engaged in life, but it also is directly going to impact your longevity, your health and wellness, your weight. So, how do we get better sleep? That is the great question, right? You can completely turn around your sleep routine with just a few simple tweaks. My favorite way to create, I've got some tips for you to create a better bedtime routine to finally get that restful night of sleep. Tip number one is going to be to ditch the electronics before bed. If you're on your phone, tablet, or watching TV in bed, it's time to break that habit. The blue light from the screens messes with the melatonin, which is the natural release, the hormone that your body releases to keep your brain alert. I know it can be tempting to play a get quick game or finish that episode, but try switching it up with a good book instead. That's going to radically improve your sleep. That's tip number one, ditch the electronics before bed. Number two, reverse plan your bedtime. Here's the deal. If you need to be up at 6 a.m., you should aim to be in bed by 9:30 p.m. so you're asleep at least by 10. I know those late night shows can be hard to resist, but if you want to feel better, this is the move. Think of it as a non-negotiable if you're serious about leveling up your sleep. Number three is you're going to avoid heavy meals before bed. Eating a big meal right before bed can mess with your sleep. It's best to wrap up dinner a couple of hours before hitting the sack. This gives your body time to digest, which means less tossing and turning for you, which equals more sound sleep. Number four, create a sleep-friendly space. Make your room as dark as possible. Our brains think light means it's time to wake up, so block out any of the blue light from the electronics and keep things cool. The ideal temperature is around 68 to 78 degrees. A comfy, cozy, and dark room is going to be a surefire way to level up your sleep. Okay, and last but not least, we are going to stick with it. Changing your routine will take time. It's going to be tough at first, but stick it out. If you've had bad sleep habits for years, they're not going to disappear overnight. Decide to commit to the change and give it time. So many people give up before they see the rewards. Don't be one of them. Trust the process, and soon you're going to be enjoying blissful nights of sleep. Okay, those are my 5 tips for improving your sleep. Ditch the electronics before bed, reverse plan your bedtime, avoid the heavy meals before bed, create a sleep friendly space, and last but not least, stick with it. Again, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with somebody who you know needs to radically improve their sleep, and watch your health start to improve. I will see you soon.